Hey, what's up, you guys? This is whoever, whatever. So today we're gonna be talking about sampling. The funny thing is about this mission from Boa to sample this song and their labels. So, I hit them up and I managed to be able to sample this song. And so we're gonna talk about sampling. Sampling. The first thing that you need to understand about sampling is that you need to get permission from the artist before sampling in general if you don't want to get into hot water. So I recommend hitting up the artist before you ever start sampling. Um, and just get their permission or go to a sampling website where, you could get clearance for samples easily. Anyway, today we're gonna be sampling, and today we're gonna be sampling Boa Duvet. Um, and the first thing that you want to do before sampling is that you want to test out how fast the melody is for the song, so that you could kind of sample it correctly, if that makes sense. Um, Before I even like doing anything, I like to remove the space in the beginning of the song because things could really be thrown off. So I didn't really mention these tools. This is the cutting tool right here. You want to cut off as much excess as possible in the beginning of the song because it could really throw off the metronome. So let's see what the pitch of this. Let's see what the metronome of the song is. Um, so let's see. One, one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. And before we actually do this, we want to distable stretch because what happens is when we change the tempo of the actual file, it will change the tempo of the actual song too. So the song will become faster or slower depending on the thing, and we don't want that. We just want to change the metronome, if that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do is distable stretch so that the song does not change when we change the metronome. And we want to change the metronome because we want all of these samples to be on key and be able to be cut into pieces smoothly, okay? Because if we don't do that, it's going to be a nightmare, okay? So that's what we're going to do. And this is what I love about the tap button. So we're going to do this together. One, two, three, four. So it looks like it's around a tempo of one of 96. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. All right. So now you'll understand what I mean, why I'm doing all this. Okay. So now let's see if the metronome lines up. So yeah, as you can see, the metronome is lined up. Why is that important? Because when you could do that, you could actually sample these cleanly, sharply. You feel me? Now, what you want to do is when you're sampling, you want to press snap to grid. Why is that? It will make the cuts sharp instead of all over the place. And I'm gonna sample this right here. Um, maybe I don't know. This right here. Uh, this right here and this right here. So I'm gonna just delete the rest of the song, and we're actually going to take these, right click, go to bounce to new sample, right? And we're gonna have these as files. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the Kong drum. And we're gonna go to song samples. Yeah, song samples. And okay. So, yeah, so we have all of these samples in the software, and any drums, we want drums, obviously, cuz hip hop is nothing without drums, bro. And the last thing we need is the piano so that we could play these. Now, what's going to happen is these samples are going to play over and over again on top of each other. We don't want that. So, we want them to play one time instead of on top of each other and blending into each other, unless you like that, but most people do not like that. So now when I play it, how can I say this? We also have something called mute groups, right? So mute groups help the samples to not run into each other, because if you don't have a mute group, all of the samples are gonna like bleed into each other. So what you want to do is you want to have a mute group so that everything just falls into place. You feel me? I'm trying to like play with one hand. But yeah, that's kind of like as you can see, I didn't really do this like, you know, the most accurately, but I'm gonna try to just put this into the software and just show you an example of what it is. Okay. But you see what I mean, okay? I'm this don't judge me, okay? But obviously, like I said, it could take hours to get all of this precise, but bottom line is you want to get the metronome on point. You don't want to stretch the audio so that you could get the metronome on point, and you just want to make sure that you have precise cuts so that it works well. So, either way, that's all I really want to say. I hope you have a nice day. It's been your boy. I have no idea who this is, and yeah, peace. I hope this helped. If you have any questions in the comments, just let me know. And peace. If you have any other videos you want me to do, um, yeah, just let me know. And that's all I really want to say. You could use the redrum too to play drums, but personally, I don't like doing that because, to be honest, with the redrum, it could get really sloppy. Like playing the redrum could get just really freaking sloppy, and I don't like it. That's why I mean not the redrum. The Kong drum, playing the Kong drum could get really sloppy, and so you probably don't want to do it too much. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. Let me see. Forget sampling right now. We already figured out how to sample in the most lazy, sleazy way possible. So, that's why I like the redrum a little bit better because it's it's a lot more precise. Now, what you can do is you could actually press this quantize button and it makes the notes a little bit more accurate. Um but at the end of the day, it's not that accurate in the software for some reason. I'll have to learn a little bit more about the quantize button, but yeah. So that's all I really want to say. I hope you have a nice day and mother humping peace, bros.